love those. 2 dishes, 1 steak. First, we're gonna have a grilled steak with a red wine honey glaze and some black pepper. Then we're gonna take extra steak and morph it into a second dish, which is my steak and noodles in a Thai peanut sauce. Both dishes are so easy and so amazing. You're gonna love them, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. We're gonna start off by seasoning the steak. This is about 1.5 pounds, but you can get a really nice lean cut of steak, whatever you like, but just get enough so that you have leftovers. So I've seasoned one side with salt and black pepper. Give it a flip. Season this side with salt and some pepper, like a lot of pepper on my steak. Then I'm gonna let this rest for about 5 minutes so it's not really cold when it hits the grill pan. To make the red wine honey glaze, I'm gonna take about a tablespoon of good quality honey. I love this. And what I love about the honey is it adds a sweetness, but it also makes the glaze thick. And then about a tablespoon of your favorite red wine, Cabernet, Pinot, and give that a quick stir. And then we're gonna use this as a glaze on the steak right at the very end. Okay, I've got a stovetop grill pan that I've coated with cooking spray, and it's been preheated to medium high. So now I'm going to put the steak right down. And we'll give it a couple minutes per side till it's medium rare. Okay, I've already flipped the steak once. Now it's medium rare. So now I want to get that beautiful glaze, the red wine and the honey. You just brush that on for the last minute or so of cooking, and the reason you do it at the end is because the honey will burn if you leave it on too long. So you just want the flavor there. Now we'll do this side. Oh, I can smell the honey and the wine. See how it instantly gets nice and charred and beautiful? Okay, I'm going to transfer this to the cutting board and let it rest for 5 minutes before I cut it. The steak's been resting for 5 minutes, and the reason you do that is so that the juices don't run all over the cutting board. You want them to stay in the steak. 5 to 10 minutes is perfect. Then you're going to cut across the grain into nice thin slices. Look at that, it's perfectly cooked, beautiful. And we're gonna serve half of this for this meal, and then we're gonna save the leftover steak, the planned leftovers, for our steak and noodles in a Thai peanut sauce. Let's get this to the plate. Perfectly cooked steak with a red wine, honey glaze. Dinner number 1. Now I'll show you how to make the Thai noodles. So I cut the leftover steak into small bite-sized pieces, and now I'll show you how to make the Thai-inspired peanut sauce. So I'm gonna start with about a half a cup of good quality beef broth. To that, I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of creamy peanut butter. You can add more if you want. I've got about a tablespoon of soy sauce, teaspoon of dark sesame oil, and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. Give that a quick stir until it's blended. Okay, the sauce is nice and blended. Now let's head over to the skillet. Before we head over to the skillet, I want to show you how I like to cut my bell peppers so that it's less mess and easy. I like to take a knife and just run around the outside of the pepper, and it leaves all the seeds and the white part attached to the center, so you don't have to clean that up. Isn't that easy? And then for today's dish, I'm just going to cut the bell peppers into thin strips. Okay, last piece of pepper. Now we can officially go to the skillet. I've already got about 1 tablespoon of peanut oil preheated in my large skillet. Now I'm going to add that sliced red bell pepper. Give that a moment. Okay, it's been about a minute. I just wanted to give the red peppers a little bit of a head start. So now I'm going to add the leftover steak that I cut into bite-sized pieces. Beautiful. And depending on how you want the steak cooked, you could just start moving really fast right here and keep the steak looking nice and pink. Then I'm going to add, I cooked 8 ounces of brown rice spaghetti, because normally I would use Japanese soba noodles or whole wheat spaghetti, but I thought I would try something different this time. So this is gluten-free brown rice spaghetti. But again, you can use soba noodles or whole wheat spaghetti. And then we have that delicious peanut sauce that we made with the beef broth, peanut butter, sesame oil, and soy sauce with a little bit of garlic. Just bring that to a simmer. The steak's already cooked, the spaghetti's cooked. We really just want to heat this all through. Isn't that nice? Look at that. So gorgeous. And then the final touch, splash of color and lots of flavor. Some chopped scallions. And just heat that through and bring it to the plate. Here's how I like to serve the dish. I spoon the noodles, the steak, the bell peppers. Okay. Beautiful. All these colors and flavors. Get that right down in there. Clean up the plate a little bit. Then I like to garnish with more green onions and chopped peanuts. And there it is, dish number 2, completely different from dish number 1. Now that's what I call morphing. First we started with that great grilled steak that had red wine and honey and black pepper, and then we took the leftover steak and transformed it into a completely different meal with noodles, peanuts, soy, and sesame. 2 completely different dinners, 1 steak. Morphing makes weeknight meals such a breeze. It's such a great way to make a creative use of leftovers. I have a lot more up my sleeve, so subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.